Assalamualaikum. We are from Z Energy and we are going to propose construction of solid waste sanitary landfill at Ladang Tanah Merah. For your information, in the year of 2000, Negeri Sembilan has a population about 860,000 and it was projected to be increased in the year of 2020. More solid waste is predicted to be generated by the expectation of an increasing population and influx of the tourists with the further development of the Port Dickson as a tourist destination. The state of Negeri Sembilan has 8 disposal sites and most of these disposal sites have reached their maximum capacity. Currently, the district of Port Dickson has operated 2 landfills, one at Bukit Palun and the other one at Suabentuk. Both of these existing sites have capacity of 550 tons per day and 30 tons per day respectively. When the proposed project is ready, the 2 landfills are expected to be closed. Since both of the existing landfills at Bukit Palun and Suabentuk have reached their limit, a new sanitary landfill is requiring in the Port Dickson. The situation could be considered critical when the waste generation probably grow by more than 8%. The disposal of solid waste onto the dump site create the significant threat to the environment and to the general health of the community residing in the area. Thus, inadequate of the pollution control measure and the proper design cause the high potential for the emission of greenhouse gases which contribute to the adverse climate change. To meet societal needs and environmental requirements, the most beneficial and practical method can be proposed to dispose solid waste is through sanitary landfill. 2 additional components in the proposed project, which is a material recycling facility and the composting plant for the green waste. The proposed project will provide support to the disposal site at Pajam and Chembun, plus will have sufficient capacity to accommodate for the waste disposal need for the district of Tampin.
Project description. Firstly, project concept. The purpose of this project design is to receive about 900 tons per day of the municipal solid waste from Seremban, Port Dickson, Tampin and Renau Negeri Sembilan. It will develop phase for an estimated lifespan of 25 years. The first phase involved the construction and operation of the cell known as Cell 1. The other 2 cells will reserve for future need. The purpose project will be designed to level 4 landfill type, which will be equipped with leachate and landfill gas collection pipe, collection pond and leachate treatment plant. The main feature of design concept is the total project area is about 120 hectare. Cell 1 area is 15 hectare. Cell 1 lifespan is 5 years. Cell volume is 2,400,000 cubic per meter. Average height of waste filling is about 20 meter. Landfill design is semi-aerobic. Leachate collection design is HDPE pipe. Landfill gas management is vertical shape. Material recovery facility or MRF is 2 hectare. The other project description is surface water management, landfill operation and maintenance, material recycling facility, leachate management system, landfill gas and management system, and proposed development schedule.
Project option. This potential site and technology have been considered after various possible included no project. As part of this proposed project, these options considered in the termination final project of proposed site and technology applied have been discussed in following sectors. There are 3 options. First is site options, second waste management system options, and the third is without project option. The first site option is proposed site were identified, located approximately 12 km from the existing landfill. Accessibility is good and comprehensive feasibility study was initiated in 2011. The key factors for project are located on the west of the Integrated Scheduled Waste Management Center ISWMC of Kualiti Alam Sendirian Berhad and shares a common buffer zone. The second is waste management system options. The project proponent has considered the technology options available for the various components of the sanitary landfill, namely the landfill itself, the composting plant, and the material recovery facility. Main factors that influence the technological considerations are proven from performance, environmental soundness, cost effectiveness, operational efficiency, as well as design and fabrication. The last is without project option. Without project option means scenario where proposal project will not be carried out, or absence of adverse environment impact. Absence of project benefits. Those main benefits are no concern of residue impact due to air emission and no residue impact on safety risk. Despite that, for each benefit must have the losses counted, and the main existing landfill, known as Bukit Palong landfill, might cannot cater amount of waste in the future.
Next, we move on to the description of existing environment. The proposed project site is located at rough and hilly areas which are about 25 to 165 meters above sea level. The entire project site is mainly consists of fine granite and coarse crystalline acid intrusive igneous rock. The soil from the site is consists of silt, sand and gravelly materials. Next, the project site is located at Sungai Anak Air Unyai catchment, which has an area of 6.75 km square. According to hydrological procedure number 12, the lowest flow of 7-day average with 10-year ARI is approximately 0.007 meter cube per second. Ladang Tanah Merah is located near Port Dickson, where the climate is classified as warm and humid all year round. This is due to the northeast monsoon, which occur from November to March, and southwest monsoon from May to September. On annual basis, it was reported that the minimum and maximum mean temperature were 24.2 and 32.1 respectively. Since Port Dickson is located in a relatively dry area, the average annual rainfall is only about 20,010 mm. Throughout the year, the monthly mean relative humidity was ranged from 75.8 and 84.3%. The monitoring for order were conducted at the same location as the air quality monitoring. The result shows an average order level range from 3,280 to 6,665 OU per meter square. The land of project mainly used for oil palm plantation. Within 5 km radius from the site border, the land were majorly used for agriculture, forest reserve, shrub land, housing, commercial, institutional, and public amenities. There are 46 species of wheat and oil palm has been observed at the project site. Besides that, there are also 10 species of insect, which are mainly flies and mosquito, who were found at the site.
There are 5 major phyla of phytoplankton at the study area, with a total of 27 species.
On the other hand, there are 6 phyla of zooplankton that were found at the study area. The average density of zooplankton at the study area was 5.8. The study area with an average density of 1,193 were identified to have a total of 23 species of microbenthos under 5 phyla. At the study area, a total of 18 species of fish and 1 species each of horseshoe crab, and shrimp were caught. The location of the proposed project site is approximately 15 km away from Sepang town and 19 km from Port Dickson. Average width of the route reserve is about 18 to 19 meters. Traffic volume of 683 and 609 PCU per hour occur at peak hours during 7:15 to 8:15 AM and 5:15 to 6:15 PM respectively, based on the traffic survey conducted along the Ladang Tanah Merah stretch at Federal Route 5. Lorries, motorcycles, vans and buses followed after the passenger cars at the dominant traffic composition. Water supply in the form of pipe water from Jabatan Bekalan Air, either inside or outside of their houses, is adequate and safe as drinking water, as all of the houses had been surveyed. After survey has been done, it results in 87% of the houses possess hygienic toilets of either the pour flush or flush type. Fecally transmitted water and foodborne disease like dysentery, cholera, typhoid, hepatitis A, poliomyelitis, and food poisoning may be exposed to the other 13% of houses surveyed.
Diabetes and asthma were the highest common of disease at 3.23%, followed by hypertension 1.99%, heart problem 1.74%, and skin disease 1.49%. For socio-economy, on the 22nd of December 2010, a survey was carried out. 5 sections were divided for the survey questionnaire, which including first, demographic profile, second, economic and social status, 3, health status, 4, social and economic problems, and 5th, perception of social impacts of development. In the survey, 85 households with a total of 402 respondents were covered. Heads of household were the majority of the respondents, and the remaining were children of the head of the household.
For baseline information for project site, there are 4 sections that be observed for baseline data before development of solid waste sanitary landfill at Ladang Tanah Merah, Negeri Sembilan. For example, surface water quality, groundwater quality, ambient air quality, and existing noise level. First and foremost, surface water quality. Determination of parameters are following guidelines from National Water Quality Standards of Malaysia by Ministry of Health. There are 8 stations of surface water quality monitoring. The main parameters observed are biological oxygen demand, chemical oxygen demand, total suspended solid pH level, and ammoniacal nitrogen. Based on the observation, station W1, W4, W7 and W8 are considered as clean. Then station W5 and W6 slightly polluted, whereas station W2 and W3 are considered as polluted. Second, groundwater quality monitoring. There are only 5 stations were observed. The obtained result shows that the most parameters within the respective limits following recommended raw water quality criteria by Ministry of Health, except iron for all samples, whereas arsenic, lead, mercury, COD, coliform and manganese for certain stations.
Within the proposed projected area, we should consider the environmental sensitive receptor and area. In 2 km radius, there is one residential area called Kampung 107 Ekar.
In 3 kilometers radius from proposed project site, there is 2 residential areas that include Felda Sendayan and Eka Matahari, while 3.3 km radius, there is Taman A3 and Taman A4, Tanah Merah. There are several potential impacts that might occur during this project. One of the potential impacts are surface water quality. Water pollution comes from sewage, discharge with high maintenance workshop, disposal of biomass, random disposal of construction waste during the construction stage. The impact is not expected to be important during operational stage, where normal, abnormal, and worst case spill scenario of the water quality simulation indicates that most of river segment will be within class 2 and 3 of the NWQS.
For the mitigation measure of surface water quality on construction stage, worker camp and site office should be provide proper toilet and septic tank. The other way is do not dispose oil and grease into waterways. The spillage must be cleaned properly. For the operational stage, a spill response plan need to be prepared to identify if the emergency release of leachate and spill occur. Next is monitoring of leachate parameters should be conducted properly on the operational stage.
Next impact is terrestrial floral and fauna. Cutting, clearing and elimination of the oils, plant trunks, leaves are the impact that occur during construction stage on terrestrial flora. Pests like mosquitoes, houseflies, house rats, as well as birds will increase that resulting health hazard for humans.
Example of mitigation measure can be done during construction stage is workers' camp should be clean. Next stage is keeping pets are not allowed for the worker. While the mitigation measure during operational stage is to minimize the increase of pests that hunting for food, soil cover is the most effective ways to be done. Other than that, to determine the health status of aquatic flora and fauna at downstream, a monitoring program should be conducted.
Next is socio-economic impact. Response from the residents show that 40.3% of them agreed and support the proposed project, while 52.3% disagree and not support it. 7.4% did not give their response and did not have any knowledge about sanitary landfill. Respondents are concerned about the negative impacts. One of the negative impacts are the safety of the road due to the movement of heavy vehicle. Next, the pollution in air and water could worsen and resulting health problems.
Example of mitigation measure can be done during the construction and operational stage is the local residents should be prioritized in any job opportunities. Next is to discover if there is any issue complained by the local resident. A survey should be done even if the mitigation measures are taken.
The proposed development of solid waste sanitary landfill will certainly have some residual impact to the environment and public. From this project, the aspect of residual impact that has been identified as surface water quality, air quality, odor, noise, public health and traffic management. The operation of sanitary landfill is expected to emit the toxic gas, of which methane and carbon dioxide gas is the most serious. This causes the increasing of urban and global temperature. Waste material have released the odorous compound during the transport handling, and this further operation which are inevitable and avoidable issue for this type of activity. Although which refer to unpleasant smell is considered an important environmental pollution issue. Other from decaying waste material which are produced at sanitary landfill, particularly when waste high in organic materials such as animal waste, domestic waste, fecal waste is disposed. Sanitary landfill have caused the health problem mainly due to water pollutant at the landfill site. The harmful gases from contamination of the air have caused water pollution that give human health effect. For traffic problem, garbage truck traffic is one of the principal adverse impact of mega landfill during their active life. Such landfill, through the increased garbage truck traffic, can readily create major traffic problems, increased air pollution and roadway deterioration.
Next is there are several key components in the environmental management plan. The first one is environmental policy. The responsible organization should cooperate to give full commitment to protect the environment regarding the environmental legislation, requirement and guidelines. Second one is environmental requirement. All the project activities are required to obtain the approval from the Director General of Environmental Quality prior to project implementation under the Environmental Quality Act 1974. Thirdly is organizational structure and their responsibility. There are several parties that involved in this project. The first one is Department of Solid Waste Management. This department is responsible to propose policies, plans, strategies that related to the management of solid waste and public cleansing. The second one is main contractor. The main contractor responsible for providing all the material, labors and equipment and service necessary for the construction of this project. Next is main operator. Main operator is responsible to make sure that equipment function properly and report malfunctioning equipment to main contractor. Fourth, environmental consultant. Environmental consultant is responsible to resolve environmental issues and escalate complex problems to higher authorities. The last organizational is environmental auditor. Environmental auditor perform environmental audit at the construction site and review the report. The last key component in the environmental management plan is environmental monitoring and inspection program. Environmental monitoring and inspection program are proposed in order to make sure that the environmental impact of the surrounding environment are checked regularly based on the requirement of term and condition in EIA approval. The components that needed to check regularly are compaction, vegetation, air control, water control, odor control,
noise control, landfill gas control, pest control, internal and external rainwater runoff management, and lastly is leachate management. That's all. Thank you.